you tried Molly's lemon tarts? I've never had any.
I'd like to try Molly's lemon tarts.
You've run out of papio nuts and all. Clive.
Why does nobody ever make me lemon tarts?
Going purse weighing you down.
Night terrors. I'll
And
take.
how were you gonna carry all that?
I already have it.
You'll not find a better price than that. You're rubbing me blind, you know. You'll not find a better price than that. Come again.
If you say
Or
so.
don't. I'm not much bothered either way.
Let's go up here. There's something new to read. There should be something new on the wall. What happened in Eastpool with the Bearers and the Guardians has been a long time coming, and I'm proud that it could finally happen here in Rosaria. The Duchy of Old may be no more, but Archduke Elwin's dream still burns in the hearts of many. It is through victories such as these that the fire will spread. This is only the beginning, Clive, but a fine beginning it is. Martha. Nope, that's not what I wanted. It should be the Martha's Rest signboard. Alright, let's... Still so much to do. Alright, let's go see tomes. See if there's any new entries. What do the two little ones have to say? Nothing? Wow, that's a first.
I was wondering when next you'd visit.
Right now.
I have a few new notes that might interest you.
Oh, a lot.
If
Oh, have
you
I
have
not
a
visited
question for me,
since,
I should be happy to answer it.
Oh, I haven't. On the Shadow Coast. Dominant of Shiva and trusted confidant of Clive, leader of the new hideaway. After Clive was bested by Barnabas in the bed of the Naldia Narrow, the two fled to the Shadow Coast. It's there that she entrusted her icon to him, that he might have the strength to fight their fate to the last. At the Ironworks, Lord Commander of the Kingdom of Walud's armies, and despite apparently falling to Clive outside Canvaria, he appeared again in the Ironworks, conjuring countless doubles of himself that set up Clive and his allies, proving Joshua's theory that the Constant Knight was no mere swordsman, but a magical creation. Midadel, daughter of Sid, raised in the hideaway, Mid learned all she could from engineering and invention from her father, before leaving for university to learn all she couldn't. Her studies are all but complete. She put her skills and knowledge into building the Enterprise, a mithril engine-powered vessel of her and her father's design, which she captains in service of Clive's cause. Doris, captain of the Cursebreakers, who directs their bearer-liberating operations. Doris was raised by a Rosarian slave master who treated her branded charges as if they were her own children, teaching them how to read, write, and wield a blade, before hiring out their services to the highest bidder. Though Doris resents her former master for the terrible deeds she made her do, she thanks her for making her the strong, scrupulous woman she is today. Owain, one of Mid's assistants, tasked with bringing to life her designs for new inventions that might assist the residents of the hideaway in their day-to-day lives, and one day perhaps all people of the Twins. Philippe, former Imperial soldier of the Northreach garrison, who left his post after the Duke of Oriflamme took over, he elected instead to form a new town watch, that he might better protect the town and those he loves. Isabel chief among them, after leading the defense of Northreach against the throng of thralls, he reconciles with the Duke, and they pledge to combine their forces to see the town safe. Okay. Martha, landlady of the Golden Stables, the tavern at the heart of Martha's Rest. Her efforts to save bearers from the bonds of thraldom began before she met Sid. And like him, she dreams of a world where bearers can live on their own terms. To this end, she nourishes the seeds. Foxes, hello, welcome in. How are you? To this end, she nourishes the seeds of a better world that she and the Guardians of Flame have planted in Eastpool. Sir Wade, Royal Shield of Rosaria and leader of the Guardians of the Flame, fight to see the duchy restored. In Eastpool, he finds a new purpose, not merely lead his guardians against their enemies, but to lead his village in pursuit of a brighter future for man and bearer both. The High Cardinal. First and foremost of the 5 cardinals who made up the Council of Elders, second only to the Holy Emperor and the Imperial Government. After the fall of the Crystalline Dominion and the collapse of said government, His Eminence reappeared in Northreach, now going by his noble title, the Duke of Oriflamme. He drafted both the soldiery and the common folk into his plans to turn the town into a new capital for Sanbreque. I feel like I missed something. Only daughter of the Duke of Oriflamme, who escaped from the disaster at Twinside and took refuge in Northreach. Her extensive education in all matters spiritual and political, as well as her overbearing demeanor, rivaled that of her father. Her opinion on the Duke's plan to fortify Northreach at the townspeople's expense, however, differs from his greatly. She attempts to enjoin Isabel's help to rally the people around against him. Oh, where is there? Okay, I know that one. I don't need to read that one. Lay of the land. The Naldianero, a region of sea south of the Strait of Altha, lying between the continents of Storm and Ash. The trading ports of the free cities of Canver dot its western shores, making it the busiest stretch of commercial water in all of Valisthea. Though her currents are swift, storm-free skies. We are doing lore time, yes. Her currents are swift, storm-free skies, and an abundance of marine life allow the Narrow to serve as the source of much of the region's food. The Shadow Coast, the forbidding cliffs that line the Naldia Narrow on the Ash side of the channel. Though viable ascents exist, their numbers are few and the paths narrow and perilous. That said, they have more than once been used as a staging ground for covert incursions into the kingdom. Now the land above having been all but consumed by the Blight, it is only the boldest of adventurers who dares set foot here. So that's it for that one. Mysteries. Shattered aspects. The irreversible change brought about by a living being's overexposure to ether. Creatures are stripped of any intelligence or sense of self they may once have had, and become suffused with life force, usually manifesting as extreme strength and aggression. Though most regard men who turn Akashic as naught but mindless monsters, Barnabas and Sleipnir claim they are in fact divine. Let's get back to reading now. Those who make their coin buying and selling bearer slaves. While the trade is highly regulated, a slave is a valuable asset. Welcome back, Lore Master. Thank you for the welcome back, Khan. Doris's former master was just such a black market trader who trained her abducted charges as killers for hire, knowing that if the branded were caught in the act, their ownership records could not lead the constabulary to her door. Like a great person. Flagship of the Waluder Navy, also known as the Black Galleon, is a vast 7-masted vessel constructed of 3 conjoined galleys. Could aptly be described as a floating fortress. The Royal Cavalry is the pride of Walud and is capable of swiftly delivering elite troops onto enemy soil to make war in the name of the mighty Odin. Jill was kept prisoner here after being captured by Barnabas. Gishel greens, the leafy green vegetable loved by chocobos. Such is the bird's attraction to its scent. Traders who transport them by the wagon load must seal the boxes tightly, lest they should find themselves accosted by a flock of wild chocobos on the road. Though most Gishel greens are grown for chocobo fodder, they can be eaten by humans too, provided one trims away the toughest fibers and boils the fleshy leaves in salt water until soft. The Enterprise, the Hideaway's mithril engine-powered flagship, designed by the father and daughter team of Sidolphus and Midadel to serve as the last hope for humanity should all of Valisthea be lost to the Blight. Constructed in secret in the ironworks on the outskirts of Canver, the mithril with which it is fueled is a highly concentrated source of energy, allowing the ship to achieve speeds thrice that of a galleon at full mast. Like Sonic, or fast. Mythos. Ultima's name for the vessel of limitless power that he has long awaited. He identifies Clive as this Mythos by virtue of his awakening as Ifrit, having the power to absorb the ether of other icons. Also manipulates his servants into pitting Clive against the other dominants that he might drink of their strength and bring Mythos closer to perfection. Will, that which separates humans from animals and is given shape by consciousness, a sense of self, and freedom of thought. Even when one is deprived of other freedoms, it is one's will that drives the pursuit of true liberty. To Ultima, however, human will is a sickness that prevents them from taking their proper divine form, that of the Akashic who blindly serve his own purposes. To that end, he casts Primogenesis, transforming much of humanity into his soulless servants. Bonds of consciousness. The fellow feeling that binds a person with those they love and who love them. So long as these bonds remain strong, so too does a human's grip upon their will. Ultima casts Primogenesis in order to sever these bonds of consciousness that humanity might lose their wills and turn Akashic, and that his vessel might be perfected. And we know what that is. Bestiary. Tales of the Ice Queen of the Old North are passed down among men and women of the Northlands to this day. And that's it for the bestiary. Okay, we're all caught up here. Nope, I don't want to hear what you have to say, kid. Alright, nothing else here. Alright, let's go see what's going on down here. All these different side quests to do still. Hopefully we can take care of these in like not too long. What do you want, Lubor? Labor? The Uber? The Ubor? So many ways you could say his name. You had a quest marker above your head. That's what you owe the pleasure to.
Since we brought everyone together, all is absolutely wonderful. Conrad and Natalie's hands remain safely away from each other's throats and firmly at the helm. Our stores are full, and the bandits still too disorganized to raid them. Just as the good Lady Jane and Lord Underhill intended.
That's true.
Are you a lord? Oh. Lubor's going to be one too.
It's definitely the same models though, right?
Lord of Dalamil, because of how he stopped all the grown-ups from fighting.
It's the mayor of Dalamil, dear child, and the vote hasn't taken place just yet. But if the people wish me to lead them, I shall. And my first act will be to build a school so that menaces like you two learn not to interrupt your elders. Speaking of menaces, there may be a rather worrying one just over the horizon.
May there indeed.
I'm afraid the example Conrad and Natalie set in putting aside their differences and presenting a united front might have caught the bandits' attention.
Sure.
And they might have elected to take a similar approach. They have formed what one could call a League of Outlaws. And they grow more organized by the day.
Can't be having that.
We'll fight them all off just like last time. No matter how many of them there are. Won't we, Lubor?
It's not really how it works.
Of course we will. If we continue to work together, we can overcome any challenge we choose to face.
Unless they have way too many men.
The longer we avoid facing this one, the more difficult it will be. Until the only way to overcome it might be to run for the hills. Our best hope is to nip these efforts at organization in the bud. By finding those ne'er-do-wells who have yet to join the cause, and ensuring that they never do. Perhaps a certain Lord Underhill might be willing to lend us his aid once more?
Sure.
How could I refuse?
Thank you, my lord. Victor will fill you in on the particulars. I have him stationed by the desert gate, receiving and collating reports from my scouts. Such an amenable soul. He reminds me of you.
Okay,
I'll go and speak with him.
What's the difference between a lord and a mayor? That's
A League of Outlaws. Sounds like we have some competition.
What's up, Victor?
Still in Dalamil, Victor?
Ah, Sid.
I thought you'd have returned to Cosnis by now.
I did. Then I came back. I've developed something of a fondness for the place. And having worked so hard to see it saved from one fate, it would seem remiss to abandon it to another. A sentiment Master Lubor certainly isn't shy about exploiting. Hence my doing his bidding yet again.
You're not the only one.
What does he want you to do?
He asked for my aid in putting down the bandits. And he said that you might be able to help me find them.
Then you've come at just the right time. I was on my way to speak with Conrad about how to organize our forces. There are more camps in the vicinity than we can safely strike at once. But we must strike together, and we must strike soon at as many camps as we can. We can't give this league of theirs time to rally its forces.
Look, you guys take care of like 2 or 3.
Which camp shall I take?
I'll take
There's
like
one
2 or
upriver.
3 of them.
Just out there, across the dunes.
Leave it with me.
Just up there.
Those ne'er-do-wells want to band together.
Let's go. Run like the wind.
Run like the wind. No thanks. There goes Torgal. Hello, friends. We need to have a conversation.
That must be the camp Victor mentioned. Come on then, Torgal.
That's him. The one who killed Locke and Fingers. Take his head off.
If you can. Torgal running with us is so cute. It really is.
Wake and win.
Ow. That was just rude. No. Alright, there's another magic caster here.
It's over.
I want you to have that.
Farewell.
Ew, that was a gross sound.
I'd better let Victor know.
Sid, where are you?
What? I'm right here.
Ah, I see the bandits didn't pose you any trouble.
No, but that's not why you're here, is it?
No. Something's happened. We need you back in Dalamil.
What is it?
The whole town's in uproar. They're saying that Lubor is a bearer.
What?
Seems that one of our parties wasn't as thorough as they should have been. They let one of the bandits escape, and his escape route took him right through Dalamil. Some of the children he was about to silence them, and when Lubor felled him with a bolt of magic, and without a crystal.
But that's not possible.
It is if he's a bearer and has been hiding it all these years.
Who cares?
Which is what people are saying. If he has, well, I wouldn't blame him. No man is branded by choice. Still, all those people see is a man who's lied to them all his life. One who was made a leader of himself when the world believed he should have been a slave.
Fuck.
I don't know where we go from here, but I know one thing. Lubor needs all the friends he can get right now.
You're right.
Yeah, whatever's going on in the sky, it's like, you know, when the sun kind of peeks through clouds and breaks in clouds and stuff. That's actually happening in the game. It's interesting that they can make it happen, but I find it annoying.
And now everyone knows. I made it a habit to keep a crystal
You
close
thought we
at
made a
hand
bad
for just
decision.
such an occasion. And when that occasion arose, I forgot to reach for it. Well, it was bound to come out sooner or later.
We're sorry, Lubor. We tried to keep running, but we just couldn't anymore.
There's nothing to be sorry for. I rather enjoyed playing the hero for once. All that matters to me is that you two are safe.
Look at him talking to his betters like it's nothing.
What the fuck are you talking about, man?
All lies, I'll wager. Just like the ones he fed us all these years.
Once people make up their minds, it's hard to change them. We need to do something, and quickly. Convince the people not to let their prejudices blind them. Convince them that nothing has changed. That their enemy lies outside these walls, not within them.
I mean, why can't Victor be the one to do it?
We should speak to everyone.
I'm glad you agree. I'll handle the townsfolk. I'm a Dalmek born and bred. They listen to me. You head to the tavern. Make Conrad and Natalie remember who Lubor really is.
Look at the
They know
Stolas.
that Lubor and I are friends. I might not make for the most impartial of interlocutors. Lord Underhill of Randalar's League of Merchants, however, is a trusted and impartial mediator of note.
I'll do what I can.
Because he mediated one thing that makes him of note.
Lubor, stay here with the children.
Lubor.
I can't promise anything, but we'll try.
If not,
And that is all I can ask of you.
we take him back to the hideaway. Or we're gonna fight some dudes.
Why are you taking the bearer's side?
Why do they always have to make such a fuss?
I knew all along that he was playing us for fools.
What?
Forgive me for disturbing you, but could I have a moment of your time?
Wait till they find out Clive's a bear.
I've seen your face before.
As have I. Lord Underhill, wasn't it? Of the League of Merchants.
That's right. I wanted to speak to you about Lubor.
The rumors that he's a bearer. All true, I'm afraid.
He'll never be mayor now. Not if I have anything to do with it.
But what of his wares? Bearer or no, his steel is highly valued throughout the Republic. In this, at least, he's done the town a service. Might that not earn him a little leniency?
Leniency? He pretended to be one of us when he was laughing behind our backs all the while.
I'm sorry, my lord, but he lied to us. He lied to you. He cannot be trusted.
So what do you propose?
I'm curious what they think the scar on his face is.
Close his forge?
Perhaps. That is a question for the people of Dalamil. And they will thank you not to get involved.
Gotta hop off for sleep.
The
The rest of the stream
townsfolk
goes
have made their
well.
minds up.
All the luck
There
with
was
the new
nothing I could
potential
do.
job. Thank you, Khan. Have a good night.
Right. Conrad and Natalie refuse to consider anything but their own wounded pride.
You never know. Once their anger is cooled, they might see things differently. For now, we should report back to Lubor.
All right.
Why the hell would Victor take the bearer's side?
For a share.
I assume the situation is hopeless?
We just punch a few people and be like, listen to
still
yourselves. What are you talking about? But not that much.
But perhaps not in this lifetime, I think it's fair to say.
You mustn't think like that, Lubor. Give them time. They'll come around. We'll talk some sense into them in the end, you'll see.
No, you won't. And your efforts would be better spent elsewhere.
But Lubor...
Rosina would often tell me that steel does not lie, that a blade is a reflection of the smith who forged it. To yourself be true, that was her point. Rather an ironic one when you consider that her life was taken with a blade of her own making. But I do not doubt that she was always true to herself and what she believed in, right to the end. And so must I be. I must do what I know to be right, no matter what others might think of me. And now, I know what that is. I must embrace my new role of villain so that the people of Dalimil have something to unite against. For only united can they hope to stand against the threat that awaits them. I'll need to make a suitably dramatic exit, of course.
Don't go, Lubor. You're the only one who was ever kind to us. We'll be all alone. Again.
Trust me, little ones. It is for the best that I go. Not only for the town, but for you, too.
How could it possibly be for the best? These children need you. The least you can do is give the townspeople a chance to change their minds.
They would not take it, Victor. It's over.
Over, you say? And so just like that, you're going to throw this town and these children to the wolves? I thought you were better than this. But it seems you had me fooled as well.
Victor.
Forget it. Do what you will.
You sure you're making the right choice, Lubor?
Of those available to me, I believe it's the best one. Yes. Ah, but where are my manners? Here. A reward for clearing out that bandit camp. Right then. I have packing to do.
If there's anything I can do. Anything.
I'll bear it in mind. Thank you.
Guess we'll see Lubor hideaway, maybe? Maybe, maybe not. Okay. Now let's head to Dravasht, where August has been waiting very patiently.
Oh, you're here. August waiting for you inside. Well?
So Dravosht is still standing. For now, at least.
August, where are you?
Good day. May we meet again.
There he is.
Clive! You're here!
And the Akashic?
Mostly off to the north still. But I spoke to Doris's scouts and it turns out things are worse than I thought. There's swarms of them out there.
Let's go!
Snotty to be ready to seal the north gate. That should buy us some time if we need it. Enough for the villagers to barricade themselves inside their homes at least.
Well done.
Let's go take care of some
Welcome
Akashic.
back, Sid. I'd never have guessed, you know. Not if August hadn't let slip. Who'd have thought that the savior of Dravosht would turn out to be the realm's most infamous outlaw? Keen to help us out again?
I am.
Thought you could sneak off without me, did you?
Huh.
Blackthorn.
Oh, what are you doing here?
One of the scouts couldn't keep his voice down. Unlike my best mate who didn't think I deserved to know. Zoldan, how long's it been? Long enough for us two to turn into a pair of old codgers, I see.
Then your idea of an apology? Prick.
Don't listen to him. You only did what you thought was best. For the village and that.
I did, yeah. But that ain't the whole of it. Vulcan, our master, didn't leave the chiefdom to the two of us. He left it to me. The best blacksmith in Dravost, barring himself, of course. Bloody stupid tradition, in my opinion. If someone's got talent, you should let them practice their craft, not ask them to settle petty feuds and barter for grain. Our master wasted half his life that way. I wasn't about to let that happen to me.
So you wasted half of mine instead.
You're what Dravost needed. Under me and my precious ideals, this place wouldn't have lasted a year. So I left to devote myself to the work and spare you lot the consequences. I may be a selfish prick, but I only did what I felt I had to.
What you had to do was your duty!
Even if it meant we all starved?
Enough. This is no time for bickering. You can finish beating each other up once Dravost is safe.
Fine.
Tell him, Clive.
I've said my piece anyway.
Have you?
Yeah. So have I.
Sorry, Clive. I shouldn't have stuck my nose in. We're short enough on time as it is. Still, give us a mo, would you? I need to get my head straight before any of them Akashic try to bite it off.
No, let's just do
You,
it.
Ready for the off, then?
Yes.
We can't afford to waste any more time.
Right you are. Might be worth having one last word with the scouts, though.
Oh my god.
Don't want any nasty surprises, do we? Oh, and Blackthorn, you and Zoltan might be better off staying inside the...
Akashic on the move.
How close are they?
Within sight of the walls, and there are more coming up from the mines.
What was I saying about nasty surprises?
Alright, let's go clear him out.
Watch right over us if we stay out in the open. We're pulling back behind the gates.
Good idea. Get yourselves inside, but keep your weapons handy.
Understood.
Let's go clean him out. Let's go.
I'm prepared to fight if I have to.
Well, let's hope you don't. That's our job. Once the scouts are inside, order your men to barricade the gates. No heroic last stands, you hear me? No fighting at all if you can help it.
August's right. I've seen what Akashic beasts can do to armor. The people here are tough and willing, but they ain't equipped to face what's coming.
I'm going out there. Start work on the gate as soon as I've left. I'll give you as much time as I can.
And if they kill you?
You evacuate. But it won't come to that. I promise.
You'd better be right.
Take good care of Dravost till I get back.
Leave it to me. And give those things what for, yeah?
Yep, I will. Everybody goes their separate way. Where are we going? Oh, hi.
All right. Which one of you's first?
Oh, I did it in the wrong order. Sorry. here, Scorpion.
Too slow.
Oh, well, not really what I meant to do, but that's fine. Good job, Torgal. Kashyyyk Griffin, that's not really what I wanted to see.
Too slow. Nice try.
Oh, how dare you. Ow.
Get him. I've hurt Torgal.
Too slow.
Ah, shit. That's alright. Oh, that killed it. Nice. Do we go into the mines? Is that it?
Is that it?
I think we should go into the mines.
Apparently not.
A chimera?
You're not getting past me.
Ah! It's not even a Kashyyyk, though.
To me, boy.
Thanks, boy.
Oops, wrong button.
Nice try. Nice try.
Come here. I got something. Nice. What a nice way to finish it. So we don't need to go into the mines, and that would, but again, this thing isn't even a Kashik.
No, the question is, did I miss any?
Man alive! You're still in one piece!
Yeah, well.
I slew as many as I could.
As many as I could, he says. The old bleeding lot, more like it. Well, almost.
Only almost.
Yeah, one or two did try to sneak over the wall. But we got the bastards, don't you worry.
Good. Though you do know, more will come in time.
In time, yeah. But we can think about them later. Let's get you back inside.
But I mean, don't you guys need to come out here and mine and smelt and everything?
Sid, you're even more fearsome than your reputation. Enough to give those Akashic monsters nightmares. I almost felt sorry for the wretched things. But
I think
mostly,
they were just like on the wall, like, what's going on out there?
Dravoged won't forget what you did today.
I'm afraid I've only
have
delayed the
binoculars.
inevitable. There's no getting rid of that ether flood. Meaning that any living thing which stumbles into those mines will end up clawing at your walls again.
And that's if the flood don't spread.
Well, I imagine there's one
does,
way to stop
well,
the ether flood,
I hate
but,
to say it, but the
pretty far
village's
from
days are
that,
numbered.
so...
That may be, but we're staying just the same. With ether floods springing up all over, it's no less safe than anywhere, and more importantly, it's our home. We'll fortify the gates to the north, and I'll see that they're guarded day and night.
All right. Then we'll give you a hand shoring up those defenses.
As for you, Blackthorn, that's twice you've turned up when Dravos needed you. So, thanks.
I shouldn't have stayed away so long. And I shouldn't have left without talking it over with you first.
That's probably true.
Too bloody right you shouldn't. Though I doubt I'd have listened. I always envied you. How you made everything look so easy when, for me, it was anything but. You leaving gave me the perfect excuse to hate you. And from that day on, I never once stopped to wonder what it would have been like if you'd stayed. But what you said earlier, it was true. You'd have been the death of this place.
Finally, something we can agree on. I hope you see the sense of it eventually. You kept this place alive.
Alive, perhaps. Wealthy even, but... Dravoj isn't what it once was. Our work used to be the pride of Dalmekia. Now, we churn out the same rubbish day after day, because it's easy and turns a profit. It's not about the craft anymore. I wouldn't send my sons to war wearing the shit most of our smiths are making. I've kept working, honing my skills, trying to lead by example, but...
Casual will drop that
no
Zoltan
one
has
sees
kids.
the point. The average castle apprentice has as much passion for the craft as our current lot. Come back to us, Blackthorn. Remind Dravosht what a true master blacksmith looks like.
Maybe one day, but not right
I'll even
now.
man those bellows of yours if it means we can work at the same forge again.
That's a kind offer. Kinder than I deserve. And I wish I could accept, but I'm needed elsewhere. There's people who trust their lives to my steel, and I daren't let them down.
Fair enough.
But that doesn't mean I couldn't visit from time to time. Let's see if we can't rekindle this town's passion for the craft, shall we?
I'd like that.
Look at these guys making
Tell
up.
Snotty to let me in the next time I come calling, yeah?
Knowing him, he'd let you in anyway. Blackthorn. The master smith turned outlaw, back in my good graces. I never thought I'd see the day.
I'd say that went pretty well, wouldn't you?
Even better than I'd hoped.
Sid, I've got something for you.
Oh, yeah? Cracked anvil.
And this is?
A token of our lasting gratitude.
Oh, good.
But I'm of a mind to make you a far grander gift. Designs for a certain sword have been passed down from chief to chief for generations.
Now hold on, Zoltan. There's a reason no one's made that blade in centuries. There's not been a craftsman equal to the task. I'll admit
I want this sword already.
Still, and I've learned to own an edge Odin will be proud of. But the engravings on that thing are enough to make a jeweler cry. And they're not just for show, either.
Have you forgotten what brought you back to Dravozd in the first place? A certain ring? I knew I'd never surpass you with a hammer and tongs. So I turned my hand to a different kind of metalwork. Between the two of us, I'd say we're the equal of any master craftsman ever to have graced a forge.
He didn't... Oh. Okay, fine.
You know what? I think you might be right.
What do I need for this sword? I want it.
You wouldn't mind if Zoltan came back to the Hideaway, would you?
He's more than welcome. As long as he can keep our secret.
Right. Zoltan, get your tools. We've got a legend to forge.
Okay, but what do...
With a little help from Blackthorn, I don't see why we can't restore Dravozd to its former
I don't
glory.
care anymore. There is a new one in table. God bless it. Why are there so many? Where's this one? Inside. What do you want? Cyril.
Lord Rosfield, is there aught the Undying might assist you with this day?
Perhaps. My brother said that your order was helping him with his quest to uncover Ultima's origins. Have you learned anything of note since last we spoke?
Little and less, I regret to report.
I see.
Be assured, however, that we will not rest until the truth is known. Even now, our archaeologians scour ruins in every corner of the realm for traces of Ultima's touch.
Fallen ruins, I take it. Dating back as far as Phoenix Gate.
Indeed. Ultima's thralls are oft sighted among the remnants of the fallen civilization.
Sure.
As if protecting the secrets concealed within.
Secrets we'd see unearthed.
Should our methods be of interest, my lord, mayhap it would please you to observe some of our number at work.
Would that be possible?
Of course. A survey is being conducted not far from here. Perchance you are familiar with Kretov, a small hamlet built around a fallen airship.
Nope,
I was due to visit my colleagues there to collect their preliminary findings, but if you would consent to do so in my stead, I'm sure that they would be honored to relate any discoveries they have made to you directly.
Sure.
All right. I'll go and meet with them.
They will be most gratified, I am sure.
I don't know. Could
Might I
be.
suggest you take the road through Titan's Wake. It will lead you straight to the village after but
Titan's
a short walk.
Wake, huh?
Thank you. I will.
I wish you a safe journey, my lord.
Wonder why it's called
May the
Titan's Wake. Does
Firebird's
it look like a
flames
big
burn
ass
ever
foot?
in your heart.
Duty Undying. Oops. That's not the door.
Sounds like another lost wing. I hope the amateurs are just as friendly.
There's... Alright. We'll go here. Okay, so it's over here.
Let's go. Run like the wind.
No, thank you.
This won't be easy.
Ow.
Nice try. Titan!
63,000. Get wrecked, dragon. I guess this is a new area, so we should explore. I don't really think there's too many strong boxes just hiding here, though. 10-hole gill, wow. Oh, there's all kinds of stuff back here. Can we even go this way? No, there's a fence here. Oh, that's probably the town, the rounded area. Oh no, it's way over there. Wow. Everybody's dead. Dana, hello. How are you?
Time to fight.
What? How many of these goblins are there? Can I introduce you to my dog, Torgal?
When did you get so big?
Kinda all over the place. Oh boy, a Gigas. Hi. Torgal. Kind of like the first spelling, Torgal. Good enough. Yeah, Torgal.
Too slow. Nice try. Too slow.
I like Final Fantasy XVI. It's definitely different. Like well, the battle system for the most part. Overall, there are things that definitely feel Final Fantasy, and there are things that don't. A man about a horse? Interesting. Yes. What's up here? What are they hiding up here? How are you gonna have this little encampment here? Have me beat up those goblins and not give me any treasure? So have to get used to the fact there's that it's live action combat. Yeah. More goblins. Rude. Do I like the goblins? The goblins are fine. It's not their fault. I got what this is what I wanted. No goblin shaming. And there are things in the story that there's a reason why they are like down in this area. They don't. Oh, hello. Hello to these creatures. Shall we fight?
Don't get surrounded.
I don't know. Getting surrounded is the best time. Ah!
Nice try.
Rude. Leave Torgal alone. I mean, Torgal does fight with me, so I guess it's kind of part of the deal. I'm good. I'm good. How are you? Nope.
That's better. Too slow. Too slow.
Ah. Let's do this. And then that. Not bad. Whoops. That wasn't great. Oh, all right. Well, that worked out. What? Oh, never mind. Never mind, never mind. All right. Hello. Sorry, I got a notification for a baseball tweet that I was like, what? This doesn't make sense. And then I realized it's from like a joke account or something, and okay. Oh, I'm glad I went up there. Really? We running. And then long jumping. I don't have time for this. There may also be BRB very, very soon. We're gonna go into this little town and see what's happening. See what is happening in this little town. And if they have potions, I need some potions. Knock, knock, knock. Anybody home? It looks deserted. Oh. Not deserted, not exactly deserted.
Oh no. You'll pay for this. There may still be survivors.
You first. Hey, can you get away from the edge there? I don't think any of them got an attack in. Play the echoes. Hold on, I gotta look around for strong boxes. Hold on, hold on. Whee. Enemies can wait. We should probably close the door behind us so none can escape. Scarecrow. Aha! See? Strong box. Actually, what do I have in the way of ability points? Alright. This was like 40, so I need 7,000, so I'm nowhere close. Oh, what's up here? Uh-huh. Can I get up on top of that house? That building? Oops. And that would be a no. Anyway. What? Why can't I go? I thought I got over here before. Ah, I can't get past this cart? That's dumb. Alright. Is that where I went up? Yes. Yeah, I see it. I want to explore more. Ah, and that goes out. Okay, that goes out to there. I see. It's a big, nasty looking enemy. I want to explore everything first before I fight this thing. What's over here? Anything? Can I go in there? No. Nothing. Alright, let's go fight this thing. Oh, actually, hold on. Okay. I'm doing alright on potions, actually. It's like a tank.
Whatever that thing is.
Fool's gold.
I'd say it's their leader. Nice try.
I think it was too far away. Not that stupid attack. Come here. Ah, moved away.
To me, boy.
Awaken wind!
New enemies approach.
Too slow. Nice try.
Ow.
Nice try.
Come on, come on, come on, come on. Stop moving away.
Hold on. Kill.
Nice try.
Ow.
Nice try.
Should kill it. Keep forgetting to take photos in the middle of battle.
Should have stayed in the past.
Well, I guess they can't tell me.
Cyril's colleagues.
Can't tell me what happened or what they
You
found.
have our thanks, stranger.
Who are you?
Ah, forgive me, my lord. I did not recognize you. You are Lord Rosfield, are you not? We are archaeologians, tasked with surveying this site. When the echoes appeared, our brothers here occupied their attentions. Thanks to them, and to you, we were, for a mercy, able to see our duty to its conclusion.
You call that a mercy? Your brothers might still be alive if you put their safety before your duty.
They're undying.
Surely this survey wasn't worth dying for.
Probably like the same people.
We are charged with uncovering Ultima's origins. A duty of the highest import, as I'm sure you will agree.
And you think your dead brothers would agree with you too?
I know they would. They gave their lives for the cause, an honor to which all undying aspire. Now, to what do we owe the honor of your presence, Lord Marquis?
Cyril told me of your work here, and I agreed to collect your findings in his stead.
I see. That is most kind. Pray, take them then, with our humble thanks.
Thank you.
May the Firebird's flame burn ever in your heart, as it does in ours.
Okay. Cool.
It's one thing to lay down your life for another, but for a survey...
See, there was one
I
more
better get
strong
this back
box.
to Cyril.
Alright, let's go back to Tabor. And then we'll meet Eloise and go to Randala and see how long that takes. Oh, actually, merchant. Let's fill up on potions.
Here, take a look at my wares.
Take a look at my wares.
A fine choice. Anything else? Of course.
Shiro. Shiro Figish.
Ah, you are returned, my lord.
I collected your colleagues' preliminary findings. Here, take them.
I feel like we'll be going back there again. A scroll containing the preliminary findings of the Undying's ill-starred venture to the ruins of Kretov, sealed with the wax imprint of a phoenix feather. Neat.
My thanks.
My thanks.
I shall study them and inform you forthwith if I discover
Forthwith.
aught that might aid you in your fight against Ultima.
Cyril, your survey party suffered several losses in Kretov. Losses which could have been avoided.
The overly
others who
heroic
chose to
voice of this
complete their
character.
work instead of saving their friends. Were these your orders?
Who, Clive?
No. This was their choice. Every Undying devotes his life to the service of the Phoenix.
So say we
It is
all.
our
Bot, what are you
sole
doing?
Duty. And should we die in discharging it,
Why did the bot...
so be it.
Even when death is avoidable.
My lord, I fear that this is not a point over which it would be fruitful to argue. The Undying have served the Phoenix for countless generations, and your opinion of our methods, however earnest, is not like to change them. We live to serve the Phoenix.
No, it shouldn't do anything because of
Our very
voice.
order exists for that purpose, and that purpose alone.
The only time that should display is when
I
the
know that
bot
you and
connects.
your brethren answer only to Joshua, but allow me to offer you a word of advice. It does not further the cause of the Phoenix to have his loyal followers surrender their lives without good reason. Provide your survey parties with an escort, that they might live to do their duty for years to come. Think not only of how you can serve the Phoenix, but how Joshua would want you to serve him. Please. For all our sakes.
I thank you for your advice, my lord. If you will permit me to respond, our faith in his grace, Joshua Rossfield, is absolute, and we of the Undying will do what we believe is right to fulfill our duty unto him. As first shield to the Phoenix, I am sure you understand what it means to do one's duty.
I do.
Then we are of the same mind, and it is my hope that we may continue to do our duty together.
Together. Yay, quest complete. All right. Let's go find Eloise. I'm sparkly blue. Nope, this way.
What I wouldn't give for a hot meal. Looks like this is the end of the road for us.
When are they gonna let us through?
Never. Maybe one day they'll let you through. Oop.
Ready, go? Run like the wind.
Run like the wind. There's Torgal. Nope, 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 nope. alone. No, 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 no. I don't want to fight them. Leave me alone.
You deserve a rest.
Nope. Can we talk to... Come here. Oh. I almost ran off. Oh, Torgal started fighting one of them. And he finished fighting one of them. Good job, Torgal. Heloise.
I hope I didn't keep you waiting. Did you arrange to speak with the consortium?
Here they are now.
I thought we were actually going to go into Rendela.
I did. It's about the bearers you recently purchased from the Fist. We had all but finished making arrangements to buy them ourselves, and then you stepped into the fray.
You misunderstand. The consortium had an interest in purchasing them from the very first. It was only our regard for you that kept us from bidding. But your hesitancy in accepting our offer to you suggested that the regard was not mutual. And so we resumed our business.
I did not hesitate. I am simply not inclined to make such decisions without first giving them due consideration. But what is done. Come then. How much do you want for them?
How much?
Alas, you are too late yet again. We rarely take on such unconventional merchandise without a purchaser in mind. The bearers belong to him now.
Who is your buyer?
A trader from across the water. A most demanding fellow, if it's any consolation. He insisted the bearers be fed, dressed, even given their own bunks for the voyage over. That's what you get when you deal with continental types.
Continental types.
Oh yes, the culture on the continent is quite different to ours. They pay good money for bearers not fit for the knacker's yard, and treat them like kings. But as long as they pay...
That does sound unusual. No matter then. If they've already left our shores, there's little that can be done. Allow me to withdraw my interest. And with it, my interest in joining your organization.
Oh, we said
my
bye.
sisters will be sorry to hear that.
Why did we walk away without our chocobos? We should have gotten on our chocobos.
I'm sorry you weren't able to save them.
As am I. But I only have myself to blame. He was right, you see. The Silver Peak Consortium did intend to buy those bearers before I did. Their representative hinted at a possible purchase when he came to recruit me. I feigned interest in joining them in the hope he might be encouraged to tell me more. And he did just that. As soon as he left, I sent my own offer to Randalar.
So you never...
No. I entertained the consortium's proposal solely so I could learn more about those bearers. But I was a fool to think they wouldn't find out. I knew exactly who I was dealing with.
You tried.
I did. And if what he said was true, the bearers are to be well treated.
I don't know if I believe that.
But they deserved more. I wanted so badly to see them freed.
Eloise! Eloise! Word from Cashlock. The village is under attack.
Of course it is.
A pack of beasts have come down from the mountains, and there's a dragon at its head.
Of course there is.
Theo and the others are trying to hold them off as best they can, but the odds are against them.
Well, that's why I'm here.
And fast.
Okay.
Theo.
Theo.
I'll go on ahead.
Theo.
I'll gather some men and join you there. Just make sure he's safe.
You got it.
Hold on, Theo.
But I could, like, literally go anywhere I wanted to right now. Alright. Perfect. Ladies cleft. No, what?
Faster.
Down here. Ambrosia, please. Dracos Deep. Oh, right. Alright, no. I won't subject the chocobo to that. That was rude.
You're finished. All yours, Torgal.
What? How are you still alive? Hello.
Situation. All clear this end.
All clear this end, but the other end's not so clear. I'll just stand in here. You're not gonna go help.
Where's Theodore?
Upriver. He led the dragon that way.
Hop out again. Thanks for the company. It's great seeing you. All the best until next time. Yeah, thanks for stopping by, Dana.
Out in one piece.
I hope you have a good rest of
Torgal,
your time zone. Let's go. We must save Theodore. It's so far. There we go. Now we're sprinting. Oh, hello. Come on, Toro.
Where are you, Theo?
Vultures. Oh, an ether flood. Great. Alright, before we go in there, let's give our abilities time to come back. Let's just kind of take it slow. Yeah, that's good enough. Didn't they say something about a dragon? Where's Theo?
Damn it. The ether's too thick. These creatures have already turned.
That was kind of cool. Oops.
It's over.
How dare you? Okay, where's this dragon?
I can't waste any more time. I need to find Theodore before that dragon does.
Well, the dragon found us. Hello, Akashic dragon.
Looks like it's found me. This thing's turned as well. This isn't going to be easy. Nice try.
Whoops.
Help me, boy.
Oh, didn't dodge that. That's what I wanted. Come on down.
Fine hound.
What a fine hound.
Nice try.
Oops. Ow. Nice, there we go. Ah, dragon dance.
Too slow. Nice try.
What? I said. Ah. Let's do that.
Too slow.
Get staggered. Nice. Ooh.
Clive?
Anyone else?
Theodore, you had me worried for...
No.
We have to get you out of here.
I think it's too late.
I think it might be a little too late for that. Bearer or no, there's only so much ether a man can take, and that Drake just wouldn't let me leave. You have my thanks, Sid, for finishing what I could not. For keeping Elle's dream.
Theodore!
Nope, he's gone. I don't want to fight Theodore.
Don't make me do this.
Stop it, Theo! Stop!
Stay back, Eloise! He's turned. And so will you!
Theodore.
That's not the sword I have.
Take care of my sister.
Theodore.
What are you doing, Theodore? What you doing?
Goodbye, Elle.
Yeah, you can't go over there. You'll turn just like him. Well, that sucks.
Thank you, Clive. I think I'll be all right now.
That was true bravery he showed. Leading the dragon away from the village like that. His first instinct was always to protect people. To put others' well-being before his own.
Guess where he learned that?
And now he's gone. Because I sent him to that place. Against his will.
It wasn't against his will. He was ready to do whatever it took to show you he could stand on his own. So that you would finally be free to live your own life.
To live my own life? He never could come to terms with the choice I made.
What exactly happened? You once told me Theo was the first bearer you ever helped.
We grew up in Canva. We were born to one of the great trading houses. And I was chosen to inherit the family business. I had my father's head for figures, you see. Theo did not. While I studied the art of commerce, he played at soldiers instead. A late bloomer, in more ways than one. For unlike most bearers, it wasn't until his 15th summer that his powers awakened. My parents tried to drive him out of the house and into the care of the constables. But before they could, I took him into mine.
Theo told me something else. He clearly admired your devotion to the cause of freeing others like him from slavery. But he said you deserved a better life than this. He wanted to free you from what he called your bonds, just as you freed him from his.
I would be lying if I said I had not wondered from time to time how much easier my life might have been if I had allowed Theo to be taken and devoted myself to the family business instead. But I have never regretted the decision I made. Being with my brother meant more to me than tradition or reputation. I only had to look at him to remind myself of that night and the choice I made and the fact that I would make the same choice again in a heartbeat. He was never a burden. How could he even think that? If anything, I was the one who weighed him down.
You weren't, Eloise. He said it himself, that he had always been grateful to you for saving him, and that he wanted to repay you by letting you live the life you were denied. Neither you nor Theo weighed each other down. You loved one another. You did whatever was necessary to continue living your
I hate
lives
looking
together,
at people when I'm talking to them.
and you always would have.
You're right. All I ever wanted, all I ever did, it was so we could be together. Oh, Theo, why did you have to... I know Theo wanted me to move on, but I'm staying here at the Crimson Caravans to continue our work. We can make a difference here. We can help people, save them. I need nothing more from life than that. So I'll carry on doing what we do, ensuring that goods, people, bearers get where they need to be, bringing smiles to people's faces just like we always have, and to Theo's. Wherever he is. This is the life I have chosen. The life I will always choose.
I've made a choice of my own.
Oh?
To continue helping you however I can. Whenever you need it.
Thank you, Clive.
Neat.
Let's go on together then. For Theodore.
For Theodore. I don't like how the music just like stops before the quest complete screen. I always think something happened. Oh. I don't know if I'm as worried about cooldown time. I guess damage is fine now. Hello, Torgal.
I feel good, boy.
Okay. I think that's all the side quests out here. Now I just need to go back here. Blackthorn. Come back. Alright, Yote's here.
Oh, don't tell me we've run out of papio nuts and all.
The man himself. We were just about to make a start on that sword I promised you.
Do you guys know about
It's
the new
funny,
smelter?
But none of this would have been possible without your help. You remember Camille? We'll be using his leather work for the grip. The steel, meanwhile, will be tempered in a fire, burning the cinders you charmed out of old Zoltan here.
Charmed? He gave them to me.
And that whetstone from the Outer Isles? That'll be what gives the blade its edge.
It's gonna be a good-ass sword.
And the final flourish will be my talented colleagues' engraving.
A team effort led by the greatest blacksmith alive.
And Goots.
Save that talk till the thing's finished, yeah?
Let Goots help.
I'm ready if you are.
To the bellows it is then.
What about the new smelter? Could you guys use that at all? Guess not.
Well, bugger me. We actually did it.
Hello. Look at that sword. Sword's awesome as
Sword
shit.
to end all swords.
Yes. Ragnarok.
It's quite something.
I like that sword.
I trust you'll take good care of it.
Thank you. Both of you.
So, does this make you pair the greatest craftsman alive, then?
This? Nah. This was just following the footsteps of the greats of old. It'll take more than that to earn us our place in
Why
history.
do they look like
But we're up for the challenge.
out of focus?
Here.
A list of materials.
Zoltan and I got talking on the long road back from Dravost.
For what?
We reckon with those items there,
What?
we could craft something even better than the Ragnarok. Something worthy of a legendary outlaw like yourself.
That's a weapon I'd like to see. You leave this list with me.
Yeah.
I was hoping you'd say that.
One legend at a time, eh, lads?
Hey, lads.
Before you start on the next, who fancies raising a cup to friendship reforged?
Good idea. No more drinking to forget my past. It's about time I had something to celebrate.
Can I just have my new sword?
Then tap the kegs! Vulcan's boys are on their way!
Oh, they're about to get drunk. Over at 1900. I need to go see Desiree. Sure, that's a word. Ooh. Got her damn her rung. Actually, yes, gear.
I never thought me and Zoltan would ever speak again, let alone work together. And if it hadn't been for you, we wouldn't. You've been a good friend to me, Clive.
Who's doing all the... Who's making noise back there?
What do you want?
Oh, what you want? What do I need for this? Ragnarok, okay. Orch Chalum. Dark Steel, Primitive Battlehorn. Rachel, hello. How are you? Alright, I don't have most of that. Your birthday's this Friday. Well, happy early birthday.
Covered in nicks and lumps, the lot of them.
What? That's still not enough for the next one? How?
How may I help you today, Clive?
20 away. Okay.
Come again. I may have more for you.
Alright, let's go. Let's go talk. Go see what's going on in here. Oh wow, like everybody's
How are you
here.
feeling, Joshua?
Better than I was.
But not nearly as well as you should be. Your cuts and burns may have healed, but your body still bears the burden of every spell cast.
And what would you have had me do? It was no ordinary foe we faced. It was the Warden of Darkness. Yet still, it was not enough. The king could have ended me at any moment, but instead chose to toy with me like a
curled as a mouse.
You underestimate yourself.
Oh, it was crystal clear. Only one man established his dominance that day, and that man was Barnabas. I'm sorry, brother. That was ill-spoken.
You're right,
It's just, I have never felt so powerless. And when so many are looking to us for strength, perhaps the prince feels the same.
I'm gonna get to see what's happening with Dion. Alright. Nameless slum. Oh, that's nice. Well, it's not that nice. It's nice that they're having a memorial of sorts for people, but, so who saved and looked after Dion? Saved is a bad word. Who collected and looked after Dion?
What is this place?
Oh, hey.
Don't move.
Okay, lurking now. Thank you for the lurk, Oyster. I actually forgot I changed scenes.
Grandmother told me spirits sometimes get lost, and that the lanterns guide them to their proper place. I set one on the river for her when she passed away.
The fiend works from the shadows. Was it you who guided my hand, then ultimately? No, not you. This is my doing, my fault, my sin to bear. And for it, I must atone.
Your hurts are healing nicely. It was my poultices that saw you well.
You make them?
And sell them, or try to. Earns me enough for bread, most days.
Forgive me. I have nothing to...
I know, but I couldn't just leave you lying there.
Can offer you my lovely spear as payment.
You're going then?
Of course. I'm healed. Thanks to you and your poultices.
Will you promise to come back and visit?
Awkward. I don't think Dion plans on being able to come back.
Well, Phoenix, it would seem that I owe you my wings.
Just random swirling wind, huh?
Perhaps he can find an answer. You will be returning to Waloed soon, I gather.
Indeed.
I see no reason to wait.
Then neither do I.
I can think of a few, but I doubt they'll stop you. You will take your medicine.
Of course, Lady Daya.
Set on leaving already, are you?
How long will it take us to get back to Ash?
Dunno, about the same amount of time it took us to get here. Maybe less, if your uncle can find someone trustworthy to patch up the Enterprise. All depends on where we're putting into port, mind.
Yes. It's not as if we can put ashore wherever we choose. We have to assume that the whole of Ash is hostile, and that we'll be attacked on sight.
Then we must find a place they won't think to look. And I have an idea who might know of one.
The Professor! I'll go and tell you come in.
While you're plotting our course, I'll be in the shelves with your lawsman. I wish to pick his brains about Ultima.
Then I'll talk to Karen about supplies for the journey. They may not be easy to come by in Ash. Your brother's body won't take much more of this recklessness. You know that, don't you?
I do.
A new missive. Alright, let's go read. Oh, a new hunt. A new hunt! There are more than just one screen. What is this one? Caravan of traders is traversing the Velcroy. Told me of a colossal beast they'd encountered on their journey. To hear them tell it, it had the aspect of a dragon, a lion, and a scorpion all at once. Contested that it might be naught but a mirage. Phantasm brought about by the desert heat. But the sweat which ran down their foreheads was cold, and the fear in their eyes real. Alright, so if I leave now, like if I wanted to go... If I can even remember where this one is. It's... It's not there. I think it's there. And let's go talk to Vivian.
Covered in nicks and lumps.
Yeah, I want more party members when I try those two marks.
Ah, Clive. I was wondering when you'd arrive.
Soon?
Please tell me you've come to take our young prodigy here off my hands.
No, she's her own person. She can do what she wants.
I'm not here for Mid. I need information on Ash.
Then why not ask Molly if you can look in one of her ovens? Go on.
Why is she so annoyed?
Ready, we'll be setting out for Drake's Spine. And we're going to need a safe place to land.
Preferably one that won't see my ship blown to shit and splinters.
If it were that easy, do you think Waloed would have resisted invasion for so long? Very little is known of Ash, and the information we do have is spotty and outdated. We have the good King Barnabas to thank for that. Waloed's borders have been closed to outsiders since the day he seized the throne. If there is anywhere safe to land, you won't find it on my map.
Then tell us what we will find. I'm sure you know better than we do.
But no splinters.
Mid, you're not helping.
All right. If it will get you out of my hair. But interrupt me, and it's over. Understood?
I'm gonna interrupt her. I have questions. What's that?
Barnabas Tham. The one they call the last king. Understand him, and you will understand the kingdom of Waloed.
Who's Barnabas?
Was only a boy when he arrived from beyond the southern seas.
Beyond the southern seas.
Before he united the ragged tribes of Ash, and having unleashed them upon the formidable Veldemar.
I like how all these people show up from places outside of these two continents, and people never question where they're from.
Tales of Odin's might spreading through every court, parlor, and drinking hole in the
and what purpose they might have while they're here.
Note that this was in the year 843. and that the king still sits upon his throne some 40 years later, quite untouched by time.
He's the Blight. I'll bet he's
left
the
many
Blight.
wondering if Odin had lost his appetite for war. And yet here we are. The Einherjar was committed to the fray, a bold declaration of intent. Orcs swarm around Drake's Fang, and throngs of Akashic haunt canvas streets. Though how precisely the havoc they wreak serves Waloed remains unclear. Regardless, if the order to attack truly came from King Barnabas, then one thing is certain. Waloed has achieved the impossible and made bedfellows of beastmen and the ether-addled alike. All of which is a roundabout way
Well,
of
we
saying
saw with
that you
Theodore
will be in unknown territory when you set foot
that the
on
Akashic aren't
Ash.
always totally mindless.
Much of the continent has already been lost to the Blight, and what few ports remain will be fiercely guarded. And that is to say naught of its natural defenses. Offshore currents will cast an ill-equipped ship out to sea one moment, and dash it against the rocks the next. But then the Enterprise is anything but ill-equipped, and Mid has made land there before. Now, if only there were someone with an intimate knowledge of the Shadow Coast, and where a daring gentleman might put ashore. You see, Clive, you had the answer all along.
Do you think you can get us back to that beach, Mid?
Picked you up from it, didn't I? Not that it were easy. The currents were a right bastard. But then, if it wasn't hard, it wouldn't be worth doing, would it?
Well said. Thank you, Lady Vivian.
If a few morsels of common knowledge and a sprinkling of tavern talk are worthy of your thanks, I wonder what genuine intelligence might earn me.
Probably more visits. Mid, I need everyone in the ale hall now. I'll fetch Joshua from the shelves.
Aye, aye, Captain.
Okay,
Back again?
let's view the state of the realm.
What is it that you wish to learn? I have the details here.
An army of orcs and Akashic knights march west from Waloed, not to seize land or resources for the kingdom, but merely to murder any who resist their malefic majesty's plans for Valisthea.
The state of the realm is ever-changing, Clive.
Visit the shelves.
I have no reason to assume.
Clive, you must listen to this. Lawsman, tell him.
He's got a
You
name.
recall when we spoke before on the divinity of Ultima? Well, it inspired me to delve deeper into the subject. And what I discovered appears to agree with the findings of His Grace.
You will recall that my quest to uncover Ultima's origins began with the mural at Phoenix Gate. But while I've always known it to be important, its secrets have heretofore eluded me.
Heretofore.
Now, however, I believe I know where to find the more complete example. One that will reveal all we seek.
Master Clive, have you ever in your travels chanced to hear of the Circle of Malleus? I would think not, few have. But there was once a time when the faith flourished, the oldest known religion in the Twins, and though its popularity eventually waned on Storm, hints of its dogma remain embedded in more modern faiths such as the Crystalline Orthodox.
Yes.
Wait, you said it waned on Storm. What of Ash?
Religious monuments are often torn down or repurposed when new faiths rise to prominence.
Sure.
But if no new faith arose, then perhaps the ancient temples might still stand. And so, you see now why I must accompany you to Waloed.
It would appear the past still has much to teach us, though in this case, it would not have been possible without the musings of Moss. To think
that you carried a copy of my old mentor's chronicles all along. I am relieved to discover it in good hands.
Oops. Keep bumping the mic.
I shall guard it with my life.
Joshua, if you're finished here, join me in the ale hall. I need to speak to everyone before we leave.
Right away.
Okay, but actually, no, I just...
Admit it, I can ride the Enterprise next.
Nope. Not while all the crazy shit's still happening. That's everyone? And Joshua? That's what counts as everyone? There's all these other characters?
My apologies.
By now you've all heard where we're going and why. So I won't bother you with the boring details, only the important ones. If we attempt to approach Stone here by sea, there's a good chance we'll be sighted and fall prey to the capital's artillery. So instead, we'll disembark on the southwest coast and make for Drake's Spine on foot. I say we, but it's highly likely the entirety of Ash is under the rule of Ultima. A large party would only attract unwanted attention, as well as slow our march and require supplies which may be difficult to obtain. Only Joshua and I will be going.
Jill's not gonna like that.
And a scout. Preferably a good one. Gav, do you know of any?
You bet your ass
It's
I
gonna
do.
be Gav.
Might still borrow some of Lady Vivian's maps, though. Just in case, like.
Once you've dropped us off at the Shadow Coast, you need to retreat into neutral waters, fly merchant colors, and stay inconspicuous. If you sense any danger at all, you leave us behind and return to Storm.
Inconspicuous is my middle name. But like hell am I leaving anyone
Gold Saucer,
behind?
hello. How
The
are
ship
you?
ain't going nowhere till your scurvy mugs are smiling on deck.
Jill, the Enterprise will appear a tempting target for royalists and pirates alike. You're to stop anyone boarding.
Don't worry.
Okay.
I'll keep the ship and her crew safe. You'll be needing passage home, after all.
Will we?
Very well.
If there are no questions, I'll see you all at the docks.
I'm
Let
good.
me know when you're leaving. I want a word before you go.
I'm leaving.
Of course.
Otto, I'm leaving. You could have just said it right here.